Welcome back, Danger Cats, to another Danger Cat podcast. Me, your boy, back in the booth. Not much happening in the world other than COVID-19. We'll talk about it briefly. We'll talk about it for a hot second. And that's no sports. I've been watching on Netflix, surfing the internet, live streaming. Never thought I'd be a live streamer, but I've been doing that. What else? That's about it. Not much exciting shit happening in my life. But dangercatshop.com, use the code podcast69, get 15% off your order. Also, two quick shout outs from the Danger Cats Patreon account. A couple Danger Dong signups, Steve Bauer and Travis Cornelius. Thank you for subscribing to the Patreon. Appreciate you, dog. Appreciate, even in tough times, I appreciate you supporting the channel. Anyways, here is the episode. All right. What a time. What a time to be alive. Oh, crazy things. You know, you're watching this virus kind of spread. I think, me personally, I don't think it's the virus that's scary. It's the aftermath of all this. You know, last week we kind of threw one out and, people just not taking this serious. And, you get the virus spread. In what I've noticed is a lot of people aren't thinking. They're just like, whatever, it's the flu. It's not just the flu. It's how it affects the whole medical staff and facilities across each nation. You know, they're getting flooded. They're getting flooded with patients. And I think that's the biggest fear right now. Like in Canada, I think what was it, like 100% of the beds are always being used here in Canada. Like all the time, there's 100% usage of beds for regular day shit that happens. Accidents, you get sick, people go into the hospital, you sometimes need to stay a bit. And that's what I think a lot of people aren't quite understanding with it. And next, like with the financial end, this has fucked a lot of shit up. And like I've said, I am a big tinfoil hat wearing motherfucker. I don't really talk about it too much. I talk about it amongst my friends, but so there's some fishy shit going on. I think there's some fishy shit going on behind the scenes that we as people don't really know that. This is serious stuff. Like the Liberal government here in Canada tried passing in Parliament, not legislative, Parliament, that they would be able to spend and borrow as much as they want, freely as they want, in time of crisis. And then what is a crisis to them? Is it like, obviously this is, but then what are the other events that take place that they would be able to just go and spend and borrow and then put us, like you as the working man, at risk? It fucking blows me away, man. The shit that, a lot of people are just letting right past their head, fucked up. Weird shit happening. Weird things are happening. And the arrogance of people, they ask you when you come back to Canada, self-quarantine for 14 days, and how many fucking people are just like, I got to go to the grocery store. That doesn't mean go to the grocery store. That means go the fuck home. Call your neighbor. Make sure your fridge is stocked up so that way you can sit on your ass for 14 days and not go fucking anywhere. That's what that means. Lock yourself in the house, go in the backyard for some fresh air, or sit on your balcony, or crack a fucking window if you're renting a basement suite. But you are not leaving the goddamn house. It's fucking, oh man, the stupidity, just the sheer stupidity. And I am the first to admit that I am a major fucking imbecile. I'm a dipshit. I've said it numerous times. I've said that I am a moron And if I can comprehend the oh fuck, here you go. Perfect reason why I'm an idiot. I can't think of the word that I want to use in the sentence I'm about to speak. Fuck. You know, perfect example of just pure ignorance. Like, it's not that fucking hard. Yeah. Oh, well, I'm bored. You could be fucking dying, you know, or, you know, your loved ones could be fucking dying. It could be a lot worse. And it's proven that this virus is, you know, more deadly to people with medical history and the elderly. It's fucking proven, you know, is it wiping people out and dropping them dead like the Spanish flu, especially young people? No, it's not. But I don't know, man. The human race, I tell you, is just filled with imbeciles. It's about it. We're just fucking idiots. We just come here and fucking exist. We're just renting time. That's all we do. We just float around this goddamn globe in the middle of space that revolves around the fucking, you just have, fuck, I don't know. I get frustrated thinking about it. I just get very frustrated thinking about it. I'm curious to know how big the tax hike is after all this, you know, and like the bailouts that people, it's not just free money. They got to get it back somehow. So fucking saddle up. We're going to see some tax hikes. Just thinking about the future is just like a scary thought in my mind. I think a lot of us aren't really thinking that far, you know, none of us are really thinking about it in those measures, which is scary. You know, we got to band. I think we got to band together, and you know, this is going to be a true test in humanity, whether we're a fucking me species or a we species. I think that this is going to be a major test for that. And you know, you see, like I just heard a story from my mom. I was talking to her the other day, and kind of a woman that she knows. I think, I don't know if you consider them friends, but her fucking house burnt down while all of this is happening. And the community that she lives in came together, helped them out, got them furniture, got them into a fucking place, you know, and got them back on their feet. That's the shit I like hearing. I like hearing that stuff. You know, people just helping one another. That's like a good feel-good story. And then, you know, just to get these people, like, they woke up in the middle of the night and their fucking house burnt to the goddamn ground. They couldn't take anything. They left in their sleepwear, and fuck, and what do? You'd feel so helpless just from the state of the world that it's in right now is basically on pause. There's no going out and buying a house. Like, think of it like dealing with insurance right now would be a fucking headache. God knows if they're even around, if insurance offices are even open right now. And then on top of it, the emotional stress to go through that would just be like, that would fucking hurt. That would hurt. You just feel so helpless. You know what I mean? And then, like, to have your community come together, I think there'd be a lot of appreciation. Oh, of course there would be a lot of appreciation, Brendan, you fucking dumbass. Like, just, you would feel, you know, a little bit of a weight lifted off. You'd still, like, losing, you know, things that are sentimental. Like, maybe you had, obviously, like, pictures of your kids. All your work is in there. You know, you're starting from scratch, and, like, you don't think of it until it really happens, like, how much shit that you have that means something to you. I think with this happening too is I think it's putting a lot of people into perspective on what really matters. What you know, maybe what life is kind of about, and what to seek. You know what I mean? Like, I know I'm getting really hippie this one. Sorry guys, but let's talk about it. Let's think a little. Let's fucking, you know, I'm the king of fucking around. I love fucking around. But sometimes it's just nice to sit back and think shit through and talk about it, you know? Like, man, like, I can't even imagine what some of these families are going through right now. And like, you think these people that are paycheck to paycheck, and they're not living very lavishly. I'm not talking about these fucking idiots that go out and live in paycheck to paycheck, but then they go and buy like Gucci shoes and shit to look like they're the fucking king of swing in the club. Fucking idiots like that. I'm talking about the people that, single mothers that are working 2 jobs to make sure that they can put food on the table for their 3 kids, because the old man ain't around. He ain't paying child support. The government dishes you a little bit to help you out, but you're trying to give them the best life they possibly can. Well, most of those people, and I'm just, I'm not saying most of them, and like all of them work in the service industry, but most people for that second income work in some sort of service industry. And now that's abolished. It's not there. You're not going and making those tips, to get that extra fucking meal or putting that food in the fridge. And it's fucking sad to think about. And to see people fighting over toilet paper, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're fighting over toilet paper? Oh my God. A fist fight over fucking toilet paper. I never thought I'd see the day. It's like watching people fight at Black Friday. You're in there trying to get a toaster for $6.99. You fucking idiots. Stupid people freaking out over toilet paper. I don't get that. I don't get that. Well, you never wiped your ass with a fucking sock before? Have you never just like shoved your ass in the shower because you're out of TP and just like gave it and had the detachable shower head and rinsed the hoop off? You've never been broke before? You never felt what it's like to wipe your ass with an old t-shirt? Man, some people, stupid people. But then they'll get into a fucking WrestleMania match in the toilet paper aisle to make sure they got 82 rolls at home. Why? What for? What good is that? Is it going to be that's probably going to be currency in the future. Pretty soon it will be. God almighty. Yeah. But without sports on, you notice like dudes are just like going nuts, man. A lot of guys just going, oh, this fucking microphone, sorry. A lot of dudes are just going crazy, man. Not knowing what to do with their time. But then again, learn a fucking skill. Take time. YouTube is operational. I mean, if you're watching this on YouTube, you've probably logged a few hours on here just watching so much fucking content. And it helps like dudes like me and all the creators, like obviously the top-notch guys they're well off. They're doing good. When they throw a video out, they're making decent coin off the fucking thing. And Google is loving it. Keep this fucking pandemic going because we want people on YouTube just watching the shit out of everything. Man. But yeah, I know. Where was I going with this? I don't know. Yeah, I hope to God that we come out of this like with a sense of what shit really matters. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't fucking matter what goddamn truck you drive or who's got the coolest jeans. Like, I live very frugal. I'm a very frugal person. Like, I'm always buying shit on sale. When it comes to shoes, that's about the only place where I'll spend a little extra on some shoes. Like, I like Vans and Converses. So that's probably the most expensive thing I buy. Other than tech. I like camera equipment and tech shit. So, but even then, like, I live in a 1-bedroom apartment. I live myself very frugal. I live lean. Like, I don't have a big house. I don't have a garage full of fucking toys that I don't need. For the reason of I've just never been like that. I grew up broke and, just stayed frugal this whole time and always been like a tightwad. So I'm not mad at it. I don't give a shit. I'm fucking used to the shit that most people are going through right now. It doesn't bother me one bit. It's like, just another day in the park for this fella. This whole fucking, little street cat, not a fucking issue for me. I'll tell you that right now for free. Give a fuck. I'm fine. I'm good. And most of the shit I eat is always on the shelf, so I'm fucking extra good. Everybody's freaking out, buying all the Itchy Band, buying all the KD. Settle the fuck down. fucking hoarding. What do you like? This is not going to be forever. I peg it at 2 to 3 months. We'll start seeing a shift back, a slow shift back. You'll see some things open, and then see if this whole thing, like, this is a huge test, and like learning curve for medical staff, and like how easy is it to fucking. First off, it's pretty easy to control the population now. We figured that out real quick, didn't we? Stay the fuck home. Florida, though, Florida's just build a wall around Florida. Same with Australia, but we kind of expected that with the Aussies, did we not? They're kind of a wild bunch to begin with, so they're fucking stunned. And you see like nurses and all these people out chilling out at the beach. Like, fuck, man. I get that. Like, I get the whole social distancing thing is so like it's annoying to hear. It's like, when you got to pound it in somebody's head, just be like, look, dude, this is how this works. If you start bouncing around and you're infected, everybody's fucking infected. Then that fucking stupid nurse that was even on the beach being like, oh yeah, I know I shouldn't be here, but it's a nice day. Well, congratulations. Talk about making work for yourself. Fuck. It's just I don't know, weird time. It's just a weird time. But let's get off this fucking coronavirus bullshit. Talk about, well, oh man. We're about to get sad for a second. You know what? I was watching a Netflix series about Gabriel Fernandez, and if you don't know about this series, it's about this 8-year-old boy that was abused to death, child abuse to death, was tortured. He was 8 years old. And watching that, man, has probably been one of the toughest things to ever try and sit through. But to know the shit that went around just that little boy, that, like the fucking, oh man, let's get it. Like, okay, first off, if you haven't watched this, it's this little boy. He was born. Mother didn't want him. Gave him to one of his uncles, his great uncle. And he was gay. So him and his partner were raising this child. I don't know what your viewpoints are on gay couples or lesbians raising children. But for me, man, it's fucking 2020. Right now, if we're out here fighting about toilet paper, I don't think, if you're a person that went and fought about toilet paper, your opinion does not matter. Does not matter. But for me personally, you know what, dude? Who fucking cares? If the kid is fucking happy and the parents aren't fuck ups and damaging this kid, like, whatever. Who cares? Oh, well, he has more chance of growing up gay. That's not true. Fuck off with that dumb argument. That's a Christian argument, and you can fuck off with it. That little boy was in a great household. So what would you, so here we go. Would you rather the kid was being raised? We'll get to this to the end, but think about this while I'm talking. He has the option of being raised by a gay couple or going to his mother, where he was abused and beaten and tortured to death with his mother and her fucking boyfriend. I think I'm going to let the gay couple raise this child rather than that piece of shit. But yeah, wow, getting heated. Though this like actually pissed me off, like watching it, because like the steps that were taken. This little boy would come to school with fucking cuts, bruises, constantly in pain. He was wincing and going through just like the most cruel fucking things I've ever heard of. And the teacher would call the hotline. This all takes place in California, Los Angeles or Orange County. I can't remember. A teacher is calling the hotline to keep and try or child services there to report all these fucking things she's seeing. And this kid comes up and says, hey, this little boy comes up, says, is it normal for parents to spank or hit kids? And she's like, oh yeah, in some houses they spank. And is it normal if some kids get hit with a belt, but the metal end? And then it was like, then that's when she started reporting. And the social system did fuck all to help this kid. That's where, like, these fucking suits, man, these lawyers that sit back and just collect paychecks, and even like to defend. Could you imagine defending someone like that? Obviously, it needs to happen, or else we would just hang innocent people all day long. But like, all these fucking laws and systems in North America are so fucking stupid. I'm cussing lots. I'll try and knock that off. But it's just so dumb. So dumb that this little boy is being abused. Not even abused. He's being tortured. They put him in where he slept was in a cupboard with I think a blanket. They gave him a blanket and put him in a cupboard, probably as big as my desk, and made that poor 8-year-old boy sleep in there. That is so fucked up. And this teacher of this little boy, took every appropriate step to try and help this kid. And then the social worker would go, guess what happened? The kid gets beat harder. He got shot in the fucking face by his mother with a BB gun. And still, like, she reports this, nothing fucking happens. And like, I blew me away. And the family can't even go and take the kid from him because they'll get in trouble from the law. That's what a fucked up world we live in. You know, lawyers. If you're a lawyer and you can stomach sitting and knowing this shit goes on, you are just a scumbag. Now, not all lawyers are pieces of shit. I know that. A good handful of them are. Have you ever had to deal with a paralegal? You ever had to deal with a lawyer? They don't give a shit. They boom, flip over. Now you feed them your problem, and they just keep fucking handing money. Scumbags. That's what they are. They're fucking scumbags. And sit there. Like, I understand that there's people that get into law to, fight for people. They go into law to fight for the people. And I get that. That's a whole different angle. But to sit here and put all these systems in place, it just makes everything more problematic. You get nothing fucking done. It's almost, a lot of you guys I know are oil field workers. As soon as these safety regulations and everything came in, how long does it take? It probably adds, 3-4 months onto your fucking job time in some of these factories, plants, pipeline operations. You know, every morning you got to sit there and do an hour meeting. You got to write out your paperwork. By then it's fucking 10 o'clock. You're going to have coffee for a half an hour. 2.5 hours in, you haven't even picked up a wrench. You haven't even picked up a tool. So and now it's the same with this system that I was just watching, and that's what it came into my mind. It's like, as soon as you get dickheads that sit behind a desk and start making rules and laws and regulations, those are the ones that fuck it all up. Because in any circumstance, if you knew a kid was getting beaten and burnt with spoons and, shot in the face with a BB gun by his own mother, and you knew about this, most people, now I say most people, will go in and save that fucking kid. But God forbid if you do that nowadays, you'll probably end up fucking doing life in prison for kidnapping by trying to save a goddamn kid. Like, it's so fucked up. So fucked up. I was watching that and just thinking. And then one of the lawyers gets asked a question. I can't remember what the question was, but it just it sent me. It was something to do with do you think the measures of this case are going to be taken or I can't remember. I can't remember what it was, but it was just one of those cringy answers to save his ass, to save his fucking job. Speak the truth. I hate this. That's the one thing I fucking can't stand in this world is everybody doesn't speak their mind. They just say what will make everybody feel good, or what's the most applicable thing that I don't offend anybody. Fuck off. Speak what's on your mind. Speak the truth. People are pussies now. And like, it's funny because somebody's like, oh yeah, man. When I hear shit like, I wish I could do what you do. You can. You can. You got a cell phone. You got a fucking brain. You got a mouth. Speak what's on your mind. That's all I did. That's all I did with this shit. I spoke what I thought and put it on the internet. But everybody's too big of a pussy. Oh, well. And it goes right up the ladder and right back down. It starts with the guy too scared to fucking say anything because he's going to lose his job. And then the people that look down on that guy for saying that thing, being like, oh, well, we can't have you around if you're saying things like that. Suck my dick. What do you want? A bunch of people to conform to your little libertarian viewpoints, your progressive bullshit. I'm all for being progressive. Don't get me wrong. But to a degree, as soon as you start shoving it down my throat, I've signed out. I'm all for this whole LGBT thing. And you know what? Cool. Do it. I don't care. If you want to be trans, do it. But don't sit here and tell me that I need to change my vocabulary to accommodate you. Why don't you change your vocabulary to accommodate me? Oh, because you're a straight white male. Blow me then. Fuck it. Suck my dick. I don't care. Oh, you're a straight white male. It's this dumb shit. Such a dumb thing. And man, systems. What a stupid fucking thing. Clearly systems don't work. Find me a system that works. An easy one. Get rid of the fucking system. Fuck. Fucking kid died. Fucking 8-year-old boy. 8-year-old boy. Think of that. Now, some of you got kids. I know that for a fact. That, you know, and like, I joke a lot about hating kids. I don't hate kids. I just say it because it makes me laugh. I get along with kids better than I do with adults. Because at least they'll sit there and they'll shoot you straight. Does my hair look bad? Oh, yeah. Horrible. You ask, and then you ask an adult, oh, yeah, no, you look fine. You look fine. Oh, you look great. I would do my hair exactly like that. Bunch of bullshit. People, man. It makes you think. I'm going stir crazy, by the way, sitting in my condo all by myself. If you haven't noticed, just losing my mind on shit. Oh, but yeah, that just had me in a frenzy watching that shit. You know, an 8-year-old kid and he was like, he got excellent grades and the kid still loved his mom. Like, that just blows me away. That just shows like the character of that kid, that he went through hell and back. They said that when they did the autopsy on that boy, they were finding, it took them 2 days to finish the autopsy. They asked that, what's the proper word for it? Coroner? I believe so. Is that the job description or job title? Coroner? If it is, whatever. If it's not, sorry. I'm an idiot. He said on a regular body, maybe a day. Took 2 full days to go through everything that happened to this 8-year-old boy. Sorry, just had to turn crack the ribs. Poor kid. All from asshole. It starts with the dickhead parents, which are now on death row, and I believe that's the best possible thing there. Here's the morbid side of me, and I think that in a situation like that, I think anybody that rapes and child molestation, child abuse, I think you throw them motherfuckers into the concrete jungle of the prison, and you put a certain color of jumpsuit on the fuckers. That, or you tattoo on their forehead a big giant X. You do something. Dip them in blue paint. So that way everybody knows when that fucker walks in, like, oh, okay, fair game. And then on top of it, don't feed these. Tax system shouldn't take care of them. You just lost all your rights. I know like the human rights activists would be like, oh my God, they're humans too. No, they're not. They're monsters. Fuck them. Throw them in there. They got to fend for themselves. You want medicine? Sorry, it's going to cost money. You better have a family member willing to pay for your medical and food. You want to eat? You better hope somebody fills up your canteen or you're starving. That or you better start sucking dick real quick. Man, fuck them. I'm glad they're on death row. They should be fucking dead. They should be tortured until they fucking die. Not some smooth death. Like 3 months with cracked ribs from them beating that kid. Oh, like, fuck me, man. Now think about that. Think about, like the listeners that have kids to go through something like that. Fucking scumbags. I was emotional watching that. That one had me. That one fucking got me, man. Not too often I watch like docuseries and like you get hit in the feels and like you watch some shit and it hits you in the feels. Don't lie. Don't act like you're a macho man. Oh, I don't fucking cry. You're a liar. You're a bold-faced liar. I have no emotion. You're a retard if you say shit like that. You ever never got mad? Oh, weird. That's emotion. Fuck. But yeah, that just blew me away. Blew me away that you could do that to a kid. Oh, it's disgusting. It's going to be tough to swing back and be funny on this podcast. I'm sorry. I went very morbid, but I've been watching. I got into that one and Jesus Christ, I haven't finished it yet. So I got a few more parts left, but I just couldn't fucking wrap my head around it. And the fucked up thing is there's shit like that still happening. And you know what? I hope to God that, that kind of sheds some light on some shit, changes some shit. Like, you best believe the California Child Services Department is fucking taking their... 4 of them got prosecuted in that trial, which they deserve. 4 social workers disregarded. And you should see the list of shit, the amount of calls, reports on this kid about all the abuse that was happening to him. All 4 of them just disregarded the paperwork, did nothing about it, nothing to save this fucking kid. You are equally to blame. Oh man, I'm fumbling words. You are though. You are literally equally to blame in that situation. You did nothing. You sat back on your fat fucking ass in your little leather chair in an office. Oh, and because the system will take care of it. You pieces of shit. I hope they got the fucking death penalty too. I hope you rot in prison. Just to think about that shit. Then, like, how many other cases did those scumbags just let sift through them? You fucking losers. People like that should be drug out to the street and just beaten with bamboo sticks until their fucking brain matters all over the street. Like that, just like, man. Oh, well, I got this cushy job with the government right now, and it's like fucking great time to clean the herd, Like I see these people that are like, it's just a cleanse of the system with this whole coronavirus. You know what? The old people aren't doing nothing. They're just hanging out. Let them fucking live. They're not bothering anybody. Oh, they're a detriment on our tax system. So are you. You and your fucking fat wife going into the clinic every time you get a hangnail. You're equally to blame on this shit. Oh, well, we had to give her a handicap sticker because she's too fucking fat to walk the parking lot. And then we had to get a scooter that the government needs to pay for. You are right beside the old people hanging there. Leave them be. Cocksucker shot all the Nazis for us. That or we'd be sitting single file. There wouldn't be no Chinese virus, as Trump would say, China. There'd be no Chinese virus. The Germans, we'd be speaking German. Man, same people saying that shit. What makes me laugh about this whole coronavirus? I've seen a few comments. I just throw my little dig back and I no more. Said my piece. But you see these dipshits that, that's the best feeling in the world, rubbing your eye. Oh, so good. The people that are, cleanse the herd. And you have that mentality. This disease, this virus is more susceptible to fat people, and it's always the fat people that think that for some reason they're bigger, that that they're entitled to more, that they're going to survive this. You got medical history, bro. Your fat ass. Fuck me. Getting heated today. Hopefully this is a good, entertaining podcast for you. Trying to keep everybody sane at home, but here I am losing my fucking mind. Yeah, it's I don't know, man. Yeah, this whole system, the system. We have a system that'll work. Fuck your system. Shove it up your ass. Oh yeah, we got this new safety system. We got the new safety system. You got to do 9 hours of paperwork every day to do 15 minutes of work. It's going to take 37,000 years to put the plumbing in that house. What a stupid fucking world. Safety. Oh, yeah, we got systems in place to ensure that the kids are safe. Fuck me. You know who I like? Shout out to these guys. BACA, Bikers Against Child Abuse. It's one of the few organizations. Every time I see them at events, I always donate. I think that is not that I deserve like a pat on the back, but I'm just saying those guys are excellent. I love what they do. You know what I mean? It's fucking awesome, you know? These kids, some of them are fucking terrified. You're a child. And they're like, oh, I seen a stupid comment too, or somebody like, you know, oh, well, why doesn't the kid run away? Because he's 8? What do you think he knows what to do? I think he just like, oh yeah, he's got an 8 to 5. He knows exactly what to do. He's got to pay his taxes once a year. He's got to file them. Fucking run away. Where the fuck is he gonna run away to? Then what? Grandma and grandpa's, and then mom shows up and be like, oh, he's just messing around. Fuck. Stupid fucking comment that is. Why doesn't he just run away? Where's he gonna go? What's he gonna do? This is all he knows. That's how he's been growing up. His fucking mom beating him. He thinks this is normal. That's the fucked up thing. When a kid asks the question, is it normal that your mom hits you with a belt with the metal end? He thinks that's normal in his head. That he thinks that shit's normal. Wow, why not? He should have just ran away. Shut the fuck up. My God. That's the fucking issue at the world. You put stupid people in positions that deserve a brain cell or two. You know? Fuck. That and like people that don't give a fuck. Government officials. You think fucking the government... After this, you are going to know how much the government really gives a shit about you. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give two shits about you. They want you working and paying taxes. They want you spending. They want you in their pockets, which now is the fucking case. I've said it. 5 years, I'm fucking out. I'm gone. I'm out of Canada. I give a shit about this place. I love being a Canadian, and I love my fellow Canadians. Americans, I don't mind you. You're all right. Good handful of you are fucking dipshits. For the most part, I don't mind Americans. But North America is a cesspool. It's a shithole. If you really think about it, I fucking hate it here. I hate the way we think. I hate the way we go about shit. Everybody's just a materialistic me motherfucker. Me. What about me? Nobody sits. You can't have a conversation. Now don't take this because some of you are like this, but most people you run into and you try to have a conversation. When you're talking with somebody, nobody listens. They're thinking about what they're going to say next. You can't even have a decent conversation. You know, you bring up something and you're like, dude, what do you think about this? You get a good conversation going with somebody. It lasts forever. You feel like you've known this guy for 30 goddamn years. But most people are just thinking about what they want to say rather than what you are saying. And it's so hard to have a conversation with those types of people. They hear what they want and then dissect whatever little keywords and then comment on, oh yeah, that reminds me of this one time. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Oh, and materialism. I can't handle it. I can't handle it. It frustrates me. It just like, there's too much shit that just pisses me off. Like Chanel purses. What the fuck is the point of having a Chanel purse? When I see a bitch trying to flex on the purses she owns, but then her car sounds like, her motor sounds like 6 tin cans just getting king, 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 king. Fuck me. You ever put oil in that thing? Oh, I don't need to. I got a Chanel purse. Good for you. Glad you're retarded. Don't breed. Do us a favor. Don't breed. Go into the doctor. Tell him to rip your uterus out. You don't need it. We don't need you producing children. I seen a funny ass tweet that said, I can't remember the comedian's name. I would give you props on this tweet if, not that they listen to this, but it said, the same people that make 9 spelling mistakes in their the same people that make spelling mistakes in their text messages are now the ones homeschooling their kids. And that's a scary thought. There is a lot of stupid people sitting around with their children just spewing what's in their head and how fucking dumb they are and putting it into these little sponges that just soak everything in. They already love you. They look at you like you're fucking God. Your dad's a moron. He's over there like smoking as he's got a jerry can filling up the lawnmower. He's only burnt himself 3 times. Believe it or not, he's been doing it for, past 20, 30 years. Only blew himself up once. Singed his eyebrows twice. The other time there, he dropped an ash, got some gas, and he went to go spark another smoke up. Flame caught his hand because he spilled gasoline on him. But other than that, not a bad guy. These are the people that are, sitting there trying to educate their kids. It's a scary thought. And we don't know when school's going to be. School's done. Call it that. School's done till next year, at least. And these poor fuckers, these poor kids, got to sit there and listen to how fucking retarded. Hope to God, most kids are smart enough that they just go on the internet and try and learn. I was talking to a guy about this generation coming up, and I hate fucking, you know what? I hate hearing this. Oh, the world's so fucked up. These kids these days. Shut up. Shut up. Another person that needs to shut the fuck up. Along with me. I get it. Oh, what do we got there? Sorry. Phone's going off. Get that ringer off. But these people that are just like, oh, the world's so fucked up. First it was millennials. Millennials fucked everything up. Millennials. Now it's Gen Z. And I joke about it. I understand I joke about it. And I rib. I try and get a rise out of people just to, because it's funny to me. Just to like, nothing to be like, oh, yeah, like it's something to get fucking a huge divide. But, just make fun of things. Show how dumb people are and how we take shit way too seriously. This younger generation coming up, I think, is going to be the best generation. These younger kids that are so well connected to the world, they're able to know. Most of them are smarter than their parents because they search shit all day long. They're sitting on the internet and they just learn. They know more about what's happening in the world than their fucking parents do. And then their parents, oh yeah, these kids always got all these kids. Back in my day, here we go. Back in my day, we had dial-up internet. Yeah, of course, because it just got invented. And guess what we did as children when dial-up internet just came around? We sat on MSN Messenger trying to convince girls to show their titties on webcam. Now these kids are just like, they don't give a shit about titties. They don't give a shit about ass. If they want to see it, this fucking one click away, boom, they got every titty and ass they can ever look at. Shape, sizes, forms, fucking labia lips 6 feet long, a dick that's the size of the Eiffel Tower. You can fucking look it up. It's right there. And us growing up, yeah, that's what we had. We had MSN Messenger trying to convince other girls to show their tits and asshole on a fucking webcam that was pixelated to all hell. You couldn't even see the nipple. You couldn't even see the nipple. And half the time, the internet connection was so fucking bad, it froze right before they were about to dump them out. And you never got to see their teeth. You just had to act. Whoa, yeah, I've seen them. These kids, though, they have access to everything. They have Wikipedia. They have information just getting thrown at them all day long. And they understand, like, human psyche. They understand the mentality of people, depression, how to handle it. They fucking spread a lot of love. If you go on, everybody's going to shit on me about the fucking TikTok app. I like TikTok. I really do. But you go on there and, these cringy girls that are dancing, they're the ones that get roasted. I've talked about this before. These cringy kids that think they're like, oh, these fucking suburban little spoiled assholes get roasted. But then on the flip side of things, I seen this Down syndrome kid fucking ripping nunchucks, and the positive comments in there. Dude, my generation, you want to know the shit my generation would have said in there? Oh, looks like Special Forces just picked up. That's a funny joke, though. I'm not making fun of him. It's just a good joke. But there would have been fucking retard jokes getting thrown at him like it was, you were getting stoned to death back in the 1800s in Times Square. Every rude comment, just pelting them in the fucking mind. But these young kids, man, like, I'm about them. I like them. I don't give a shit. Shit on me all you want. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't bother me one bit. I think this younger generation, it will be the best generation. Because you're getting raised, first off, millennials, participation medals. Yeah, you know what? We're a bit to blame, but most of these kids are like, no, man, I want to fucking compete. I get it. There's shit that we need to compete for. I don't fucking feel the need. Most of them get that. They understand. And they're always making fun of, like, this whole gender divide. They make fun of it the most. Like the wage gap. Here we go. Like, they all have, not all, but you always get the stupid ones that are loud, like this. Oh, I'm a 14-year-old feminist. Oh, dude, tell me what is oppressing you. I would love to hear this. What female right are you trying to fight for today? Fucking nutty world we live in. But yeah, I think this younger generation is going to be one of the better ones. Well, every year it's just like, not so much of, but the thing is like, there's always some sort of progression forward. And the people that don't, I think it's stupid people that don't, not so much stupid people that worry too much about change. Nobody, the people that worry about change, what the fuck? What are we just going to stay the same forever? Why would we do that? Why? I get the whole progressive thing. I understand it. But, some things just, they are how they are. You can't, you gotta move forward. You gotta fucking take the steps necessary to become better people, better society, better our lives. Like, we live in the best era imaginable. And you don't have to hunt. You don't have to gather. We don't have fuck all to do, but everybody, I'm depressed. Why are you depressed? What's making you so unhappy? Why? I think, like, here's my thoughts, and I'm not a therapist. I have no degree in psychology, but I think when you don't have goals and sense of accomplishment, or constantly putting things in front of you that you need to do, and you just mope around, oh, the world sucks. Why does it suck? Why? Break these questions down every day. Oh, I'm depressed. Why are you depressed? Well, I don't know. Well, I don't know. There's a root cause to this, so you need to talk to somebody. You need to get out. You need to talk to somebody and figure out where it stems from. Like, every person, like, I hate these people. I hate fucking motivational speakers, but they always say, start your day by accomplishing something. Then you feel accomplished. Now tackle a next task. And then you feel accomplished. You feel happy because you succeeded in something. Something as little as making your bed every morning is such a simple task, but you come home, oh, fuck yeah, my bed's made. Oh, that's great. I can't wait to crawl in it. I had a hard day, long day. Love my bed. Everybody loves their bed. and now I'm gonna have a great fucking sleep mentality. How you look at things. I think that's and now, oh, the world is a fucked up place. It's not fucked up. We're just lazy. We're entitled. We're fucking, you know, every waking moment we get, oh, well, you know, we should just Uber eat something to the door rather than go out, cook your meals. Who goes out and hunts their own fucking meat anymore? Nobody really. I mean, there's guys that watch this. There's a lot of hunters that watch this, and I'm not shitting on hunting. I think it's great. I reap the benefits without even doing it all the time. My buddies all hunt. I've yet to shoot a deer. I wanted this year. I want to, you know, in a time like this where, you know, you would, if you lived out in the sticks right now, what do you give a fuck? Fuck. You're off the grid. You just walk out, bang, drop your fucking deer, drag her back home. You got meat. You got a freezer full of meat. And yeah, they're the ones surviving, growing your own food. There would be so much sense of that sense of accomplishment that you're just providing, and you don't need a job. What do you need? You don't got to pay taxes. Oh, I know. I need all this. I need. Yeah, you don't though. If you really think about it, you don't. If you got off your ass, made your own food, you know, grew your own shit, raised your own chickens, and I know this is a lot of work, but it's this materialism. Everybody's looking at everybody and like, oh, he's doing better than me. They're not though. They're looking at you and thinking the same thing. Oh, he's doing better than me. He just bought himself a fucking brand new Rolex. He's clearly doing better than me. It's the dumbest shit. We live in a stupid world. That's why I like traveling. You see how other cultures, you see how other people operate. You see things differently. You're able to, you know, understand more. It's the best tool to learn, I think. Not sitting here, you know, oh, I'm depressed. Go to Africa and some of them starving village where in not so much Africa. Africa is like, they portrayed that in such a horrible way, but you know, there's parts in the world that are poor. There's poverty that exists. Like places in the Philippines. There's places in the Philippines that poverty is a major issue. Fuck, go to Hollywood. You know, Skid Row. Go take a boo around there. It's just like zombie land. It's just a bunch of homeless people. What's going to happen there? You know, especially with this pandemic, that's a crazy thing to think about. All the homeless. Jails are getting this thing. It's fucking nuts. Man, but yeah. Open your mind a little. It's fucking stupid shit. And it fucking drives me mental. Like, I was really hoping this year that I'd be able to get out and take a break, rest a little bit, and go travel a little bit, see the world, and hang out, and yeah, meet some people, go experience some things. I think that's the best medicine, personally. Yeah, well, there's an hour wasted of your time. Thanks for coming by again. DangerCatShop.com. Use the code podcast69. Follow us at DangerCats69. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube channel, DangerCat69. What else? Snapchat, DangerCats, SIXTY, spell 60, and then the number 9. You can follow me at Uncle Hack 69. If you're kicking around, I've been live streaming every night. I don't know what I'm going to do. I've been trying to think of creative ways to entertain people for a little bit. Again, Patreon account. You want to be an executive producer of the show, definitely do that. Thanks to the two fellows that signed up to be some danger dongs. And stay real. I'm going to be throwing out 2 podcasts a week while this is all happening. So today and Thursday. And peace, love, take care. Have a drink, kick your feet up, tell the government to go fuck themselves, and enjoy your time on Earth.